Okie dokie. So for the first thing we're gonna do is get your pound of ground beef, and I usually buy like the big logs of ground beef and just cut them out into portions. So I'm kind of eyeballing it. Um, but this one was already defrosted, and you just stick it in a pan with high sides on medium high heat. So once you break it up a bit, you are going to add some salt, and I like to use this pink Himalayan salt. Then add your pepper, and I prefer to use these grinders. I feel like it gives it, like, the pepper more flavor than using the ground pepper, so I don't know. That's just me. And no, this recipe does not ask for sasongoya, but if you know me, I put sasongoya in pretty much every like meat or chicken dish that I make. So I just added one packet, but I think I have a problem with this stuff. It makes it taste good. I mean, I don't know. I like it. So while our meat is cooking, we are going to start blending our sauce. And if the camera would focus, you will see that we're going to start off with some mayonnaise, and you're going to do half a cup of mayonnaise. So the recipe asks for 2 tablespoons of diced pickles, but I got these spears, and I just used one spear, and I found that that was enough. Next, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard. And I couldn't find my teaspoon spoon. I could only find my half a teaspoon, so I just added 4 of those to equal out to 2 teaspoons. Then we add 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, and there we go. So 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. So the recipe asks for smoked paprika. I only had this regular ground paprika, and it did the job just fine. But if you want to do smoked paprika, that's fine too. And this one was half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. So next, the recipe asks for powdered erythritol, which I'm guessing is basically sweetener, because yeah, I think it's just sweetener. And it was 1.5 teaspoon of that. I didn't want to find it just for this one recipe, so I have agave, and that's what I used, and it worked out perfectly fine. So if you have agave, that's fine, or any other sweetener like that is fine too. So then you just want to cover it up and blend it. So since some of it gets stuck on the sides, I just use a spoon to bring it all down and make sure you get everything in there and blend it again. And then I just got a spoon to taste a little bit of it because I was kind of curious to see if it actually tasted. And no joke, it tastes just like the Big Mac sauce from McDonald's. And I went to go have my husband taste it. Um, it also says that if it's too thick for some reason, that you could add a little bit of water or a little bit of oil to thin it out. But okay, now my camera, okay, focusing on its own, weird. Um, anyway, so you could thin it out, or if you like it chunky, however you like. But this one actually came out like perfect dressing consistency, so it was fine. I didn't have to add anything else. Then you're gonna want to pour it in a bowl, pop it in the fridge until your meat's ready. Then you check on your meat, and you want to make sure to break it up really good. And I also like to drain it because that's just like too much grease and stuff. So make sure you drain your meat. So once your meat is nice and cooked, you take that off of the flames and everything, just set it aside. And we're gonna start assembling everything into our salad bowl. And we start off with some salad. You could, if you want, you could just like chop up your lettuce or whatever. I chose the lazy way and just got bagged salad. But I do make sure to wash it really good and, make sure to clean it all up. But, you do whatever you want, use whatever greens you want, however you'd like to make it. But yeah, so I got this bag salad, and we're gonna start assembling everything into our bowl. So next you're gonna wanna dice up some tomatoes. Then you're gonna add some cheddar cheese, and I got this 3-blend cheddar cheese. I don't know, I wanted to try it out. Triple cheddar, there we go. But yeah, you put some cheddar cheese in there. Then we add our meat, and I was thinking right now they have that like a bacon Big Mac thing right now. This would probably be really good with some bacon bits, but I didn't think of it at the time, but maybe next time. But yeah, we just add our meat right now. Then you want to get your dressing that you made out of the fridge and just drizzle that on top. I tried to like save some of this dressing and just drizzle a little bit, but I realized that it was too little, so I actually ended up using the entire amount of dressing that I made. I guess the recipe is that specific that it would make like the perfect amount of dressing. But yeah, I just drizzle all the dressing in there and mix it all up. And honestly, come on, you just gotta add more cheese. So at this point, you're pretty much done. Since this is a keto recipe, you could just leave it like this and that's it. But since I am not on a keto diet, I actually added some croutons into this, to kind of add the bread part of the Big Mac. And then I added, right there, I am adding the rest of the dressing to make up for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can either add the croutons or not, but it's like super delicious and it tastes like a Big Mac. So yeah, that's it.